Hello, everyone. Um, Thanks for waiting. My name is Chad. This is Sam, and Tara is the other member in our group, and we're going to talk about innovation. A few of our other group members couldn't be here, but they put in a lot of effort to this project as well. So our front page, innovation is success, um, and we're going to tell you why. Being innovative means to think outside the box. Obviously, a lot of people touched on that, and just really dynamic thinking. Thinking about different ways we can do different things. What a company can do better as a whole. Without innovation, business couldn't survive. A lot of businesses have a way of thinking, and they stick to it, and it doesn't evolve with the ways people want products or services. And if a business goes that route, then they're going to end up out of business if they can't survive in that market, because it is a competitive market out there. We're seeing that now with Kmart's starting to go out of business and Walmart's starting to step in with their lower cost and high quantity of goods and services that they provide. One of the books that we did some research on was the Innovation Nation by John Coe. And he is an expert on innovation, and he talks about in the book a lot about how he feels that some businesses are losing the innovation edge, and talks about kind of how we need to get back to our roots when we were young and we could think outside the box and be imaginative, and ways we can do to get it back. What we've learned from Inter and other projects that Felix has gave us, just ways that we can be successful with using innovation and our dynamic thinking and all things like that. There are many different ways to be innovative. Ways you can do it in school, you can use it with your career. Everything, will lead to a job, and the job maybe it will lead to a career. Getting your homework done, different things like that, test taking. It's all part of innovation. Another thing, our emotional quiz activity, reflecting on past events and trying to think of innovative ways to do certain things. We characterize these with a street activity, like seeing shapes in the clouds, the sidewalk activity, the splashes in a puddle, things like that. Just different things you can see and use your imagination.
All right, now we're going to talk about a couple skills we connected with during the intern project online. As students, it's going to help us succeed with our degrees, that we have the knowledge that we're going to need to know when going out into the real world and finding our careers. In our job life, it'll help us get a job and career that we want, and during our career, it'll help us make our company successful, and it'll help us differ from others. Felix talked about a lot of different students he had in his class that use the intern website as a tool in interviews to show the employers what they've done in the past and how it'll help them get the job. Now we're going to talk about a couple improvements that we think could be made to the intern website. The submit buttons on journals, a lot of people had trouble knowing if their journals got submitted or whether their activities were finished or anything like that. So we think that that'd be a good idea to show, like on a last page, your journals have been submitted clearly so that you know that it's done. That deals with a lot of technical aspects with the website and what could be improved. We also think that on the module web page, there should be check marks showing that you have finished the module and that it's been completed to full expectations. We think that the site could be a little more livelier, more colors on the site, so that it wasn't as dull as what it was. And an auto sign in and sign out function like a lot of other social communities like Facebook and MySpace have. We wanted to show a couple corporations that we think are very innovative, and one of them is Target. They have ClearRx, which is a product that Target uses that has clearly readable labels and color-coded ID rings. This is going to minimize wrong dosage and also other family members taking the wrong prescriptions. Sam Hayek also creates a line for Target, which is multi-purpose home products, including adjustable lighting and innovative storage ideas. Their packaging for that is completely reusable or recyclable, which is also innovative in an environmental factor. It's So is a partnership with IDEO that creates furniture that also has innovative storage ideas. It's an online website that you use to create a space. Thank you, Tara. To create a space, and then you go into the website, or you go to the store with a list of all the things that you ordered online, and they give it to you there, and it's just a really great idea for them to expand online. Archer Farms uses resealable packaging. They also create organic products for Target and their line of food products. SAS is a company we talked about in our sales class. Felix talked about it. He talked about how they have child care programs and a lot of other innovative ideas, but we wanted to specifically show their Going Green environmental efforts. They use recycled material to create software programs for enterprises. In 2006, I believe, they received the Business Analytics Award for the Green Company of the Year. They're doing something good for the company while also being more innovative and effective.
Another company too we talked about was Advanced Signs, and my father was the owner of that, and he's owned and operated it for the past 25 years. And you're going to see a lot of, with Going Green with SAS, you're going to see a lot of people and companies starting to go green, talking about ways they're contributing, and that's really going to catch customers because they feel like they need to, improve on that. So trucks with better gas mileage, more fuel efficiency, it's going to be cheaper for the owner and the customer on bill and getting the bill for services. And going paperless, a lot of people are doing the emails and stuff, and people like to hear that we're saving trees and stuff like that, and printers that use less waste, and all sorts of things. You're going to start seeing that a lot more. People are trying to implement that into their companies, and that's going to be a really good thing, and you'll see that a lot more, and SAS is obviously doing that. So.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for listening, and we want to thank Felix for inviting us here to present our presentation. And we hope that you've learned something about innovation and the great things that are happening around it. Thank you very much.